Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for, what day is it today? Monday, May the 13th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you might have, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room. In the email you're getting, you will see a promo code, HollyMom, all in capital letters, and that is good for 25% off, either the first month or the entire year of a subscription. I open the room at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at about 9:05. I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. Well, what a day in the market. As we speak, we are down 711 on the Dow. Of course, it's all to do with China and the tariff war that's taking place. You know, it's difficult because you never know what's going to come out as a tweet. And all of a sudden somebody says, we're meeting again, so the market rallies 300, and no, the meeting's off, we're down 300. So you really have to let this all settle out. But I will say this, that if you're not willing to short the market, then, you're missing a big opportunity here. I don't know how long this is going to keep going, but I mean, you're missing an opportunity. It's funny, I talked in the room about it, and some people say they're just kind of reluctant, brainwashed, have always been told not to, and all that sort of stuff. Here's the deal. For me anyway, if I'm shorting, I mean, I'm only intraday shorting. I'm not holding the short overnight. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But, I do, what people are going to say is, yeah, but your losses could be infinite, where if you go long a stock, the most you can lose is if it goes down to zero. Yeah, you're entirely correct. But intraday, there's no difference from going long or short, in my opinion, in terms of what your risk is. Very rarely is a company going to come out with some ridiculous news that's going to take a $1 stock up to 100, just like that, okay, intraday. But anyway, you should maybe re-examine the way you're thinking if you're one of those people that says, I just can't short, I don't know how to short. I mean, how to short, you just sell instead of going long at the beginning. But anyway, I digress. I do want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. Bitcoin right here, you can see GBTC. Now, unfortunately, this is a pink sheet stock, trades, but it has tremendous liquidity. Let me just get it in here. I mean, it's traded already, 10 million shares. The spread is good. If you take a look at it, this basically is if you don't want to trade the cryptos, take a look at it on the monthly. If you don't want to trade Bitcoin, this tracks it almost, to the penny. Not the same price. I mean, there's where Bitcoin was up at $20,000, and this is what this one did. This is last December of 2017, and it's right after that it took the big fall, and it's been falling ever since. Except, in January it's just started to move, and not January. I guess that's February. Yeah, February, and now that's April, and now this is May. Big move in May. So, this is a way in which you can trade Bitcoin without actually trading Bitcoins. Obviously, though, this is one that I would not hold overnight because you never know what happens to that Bitcoin market overnight. That is why a lot of people like to trade, will trade Bitcoin because it is a 24-hour market. I guess they can put their stops in and kind of relax rather than having to, you're not going to hold this and then you've got, 24 or 18 hours of who knows what could happen. Somehow one of the coins gets hacked or anything can happen. So that's why this is one I definitely would not hold overnight, but you can certainly trade it intraday. Now, interesting, the market, I did actually trade Uber. I wish I had held it, but I didn't. Let me just get to the 15-minute chart. I actually shorted it right here in the pre-market. Right there at 39, and I covered, for an average of 38.44. Pretty happy because then look what it did. It popped up, looked like it was going to recover somewhat, and now though, like the rest of the market, is just giving it up. Now this could have given it up anyway. I mean, let's face it, Lyft was giving it up before the market turmoil. It is still giving it up. But that is the one I did. Now, I did take, and I had to indicate why. The basic highs and lows, you can just see, I mean, the yellow means these are stocks that are down for the day with these filters in place. Okay, so here's my price range. The current volume is at least 1.5. Traded at least 100,000 shares and up or down at least 3% from the previous close. And with an alert of at least 25. So either 25 new highs or 25 new lows. So on a day like today, this is really a fascinating one to watch because you would expect, remember, yellow means it's down. Like every one of these ones means it's down for the day, at least 3%, and all these other filters. All of a sudden, though, you get one of these ones that is just counter trending, CBLK, going against the trend. Well, the one that really caught my eye, and let's see if I can find it where I first saw it. Here it is, MaxR. I don't know if that's the first occurrence of it. Let me just go back just a little bit more. It's probably the first occurrence of it. Because look at this. I mean, just a sea of yellow. Yellow, red. Again, I'm just using yellow as my color for stocks down. So all of a sudden, I see MaxR. Where are you? And I see True also, but I saw MaxR. Why MaxR over probably any of the other ones? There you are. So saw it right there. And I thought, okay, this is interesting. Again, it's going counter to the rest, to virtually every other stock in the market. So they actually had some news though. Some kind of an accounting change, I think, taking advantage of some regulation, something to that effect. And so that was the news. And look what it did. I mean, this is your absolute classic alpha stock. This stock does not care what the rest of the market is doing. It doesn't care that the market's down 700 points. It's not tracking the SPY or any market at all. It's its own market today. And that's the one, these are the ones you absolutely love. So this is why this one stood out for me, because not only the fact that it was trading on its own, but because it had actual news, and the news was obviously helping to propel it. So it wasn't just the fact that, oh, well, maybe traders for whatever reason are getting involved. There was some news. True, I don't know. I freely admit I don't know if that one had any news. But, there's 641, it's 668. I mean, not bad, in the face of a market that is just, virtually everything is down. There was one other one. Kin was the other one. I don't know if I can be able to find it. Well, it was another one. Not Kins. It wasn't Kin, it was Kins. And I took that one too. These did these on my own. This was a little tougher. I don't think this had any news actually. It had earnings a couple of days ago, so maybe it's a rebound off earnings. The spread wasn't great, but I got it in this area here and I sold it in this area here. The MaxR though, that was, got this one in, not quite here. I actually waited a bit because, again, even though I saw it had news and it was trading counter to the market, it's hard. It's just hard to commit to anything long when you see the market doing this. It just is, for me anyway. So I actually waited. Where did I get it at? Yeah, I actually bought it around 720. Yeah, right around here. I bought it right in here. And it did sell some up here. And I've sold some more up here. So... and I still have a little bit left, and who knows? I mean, this is just, trading completely on its own. Anyway, that is it. It's going to be interesting to see again what happens tomorrow. If a tweet comes out saying, hey, our talks are on again, and see what happens. So it can be a little nerve-wracking. That is one reason why I don't swing very often. Intraday trading, it doesn't bother me at all. Things can come out of the White House or the rest of the world, and which are affecting the market, but doesn't really affect me too much because I'm just trading, intraday right now. I'm not looking to swing anything. So I just want to close this down, bring this over here. All right, so if you have any questions for me, you can use this email address, and there's a link to get into our 100% free room, 100% free room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our room. And I'll open the room at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Remember, there's a promo code. The promo code will expire tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, Eastern Daylight Time. So if you want to take advantage of that 25%, do it before 11:59 tonight. And I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So I hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in the room tomorrow. Bye-bye.